All right, welcome back to the Gridiron with Chance Aspen. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Now, enjoy this video. All right, here we are for another 5 NFL thoughts. If you don't know by now, I give you 5 NFL thoughts every single week. And here we are for my 5 NFL thoughts from the conference championship games. Here we go. Thought number 1. Saquon Barkley is such a joy to watch on the football field. Now, I want to start with this with Saquon Barkley. It is awesome to see a running back. Remember, a year ago, running backs were a distant memory. Nobody wanted a top-paid running back in the sport. And now to see a running back lead his team, make no mistake about it, Saquon Barkley is the engine of this whole entire team. Yes, the offense, but I think the entire team as well. He makes this thing go for the Philadelphia Eagles. He makes the Philadelphia Eagles dangerous. He makes them special. And that's the first thing. The second thing is he's had a fantastic playoff run. He has over 400 yards in the playoffs, 5 touchdowns, and he still has one more game, which is the Super Bowl. He's such a joy to watch. Every time he touches the ball, it feels like it can go the distance, which is rare in a running back. But watching him has made me love the running back position again, because this league is such a passing league that having Saquon Barkley back and having Saquon Barkley in this game, it kind of makes you realize, no, you can still make the Super Bowl with a dominant run game. You can still be a top team with a dominant run game. This is also why you rested him at the end of the year. Remember, he could have went for Eric Dickerson's all-time rushing record in a single season. They didn't, because they knew they needed to rest him, so he was ready to go. So now he's playing his best ball when they need hit the most. And that's important. And it's really cool to see. I like the way Saquon Barkley's been playing. He's the engine for this whole Philadelphia Eagles team. He's playing the best out of, I think, any player in the NFL. I think right now he's probably the best player in the NFL. And it's a running back. That's cool to see. Because the running back position a year ago was not where it is right now. And to see a running back be the best player in the NFL, and for it to happen in a passing league, it's cool to see. Thought number 2. The Kansas City Chiefs do it again. 3 straight Super Bowl appearance, going for a three-peat. What more can you say about this football team? It's a dynasty. And yes, people are going to hate on it. Everybody's got an opinion on the Chiefs. Some people don't like it, but you have to respect it. And it's more than just Patrick Mahomes. I know everybody just wants to give Patrick Mahomes all the credit in the world, and everybody just wants to bow down to Mahomes. I get it. He's a great player. He's the engine for this team. I understand that. But the guy that deserves a lot of credit is Steve Spagnuolo. His timely blitzes, the way his defense plays under pressure in big moments, when they need a stop, they always seem to get it. When they need a turnover, they get it. When they need a sack, they get it. When they need a big tackle from their secondary or their linebackers, they get it. When they need a 4th and inches stop, they get it. When they need a goal line stand, they get it. This whole team is so good in big moments. They're so good in clutch situations. They're so good when the pressure's on and they need to perform at their highest level that they can. And they force other teams to have to play perfect. Other teams are sitting there like, oh my God, we got to play perfect or we're not going to beat this team. They're so special when the pressure's on, and that's rare for teams. You see so many teams crumble under that pressure. Crumble when the moment gets big. Crumble when it's 3rd down, you need this play to win the game. The Chiefs are like, well, we've been here before. It's almost comfortable for the Chiefs in those moments. And it's really cool to see. It's really cool to see this Chiefs team continue to win in big-time situations. Thought number 3. Even though they lost, this season was a success for the Commanders. Now, normally I would not say that. Normally I always say There's 32 teams in the NFL. Only one team is happy at the end of the year, and that's the team holding the trophy at the end. But if you're the Commanders, considering where you were a year ago, you had the number 2 overall pick, your team was in shambles, you just hired a new head coach in Dan Quinn, you had new ownership, you had a new front office, and now if you look to now, everything's in order. You have good ownership, you have a good general manager, you have a really good head coach, and you have a stud at quarterback. Their quarterback is probably already a top 5 quarterback in the league. He's that good. With Dan Quinn, you know Dan Quinn can coach defense, so he's going to tighten up that defense over the next couple of years. And their front office is a bunch of bright, smart people. Their ownership is fantastic. I think this is just the start of the Commanders. I think the Commanders are going to keep going up and up and up and up. I would not be shocked if they're right back here in a couple of years with a chance to go to the Super Bowl again. Because this organization has finally figured it out. It took them a while, but they finally have figured it out. And normally I wouldn't expect the team to just get back, but I think this team has a chance. Maybe not next year, but I think over the next couple of years, if they make the right moves in free agency, in the draft, I could wholeheartedly see them back in this game with a chance to go to the Super Bowl again. I really could, because their quarterback's special in Jaden Daniels. Dan Quinn is a phenomenal head coach. Ownership's great. Front office is great. They got everything in order. Finally, Washington, who was dysfunctional with old ownership, they finally have it figured out. And I do expect them to be back. I do. Thought number 4. Buffalo just can't get over the hump. Let's face it, the Kansas City Chiefs are their kryptonite. 4 of the last 5 playoffs, you've been sent home by the Kansas City Chiefs. There's not much more to say. That's just the one team. Yes, you lost to Cincinnati a couple years ago. But this is really the one team that Buffalo just can't seem to get over the hump. They just can't figure out how to beat them. And after Buffalo lost, I was thinking, okay, where do they go from here? We obviously know they need to add a couple pieces. Maybe one in the secondary. They need another receiver, another top-flight receiver, I think. Do you make bigger changes? Do you maybe make a head coaching change? Now, I'm not saying do it. I'm just throwing it out there. If you do it, it's a big move. It's high risk, high reward. It could turn out, or it could come back to slap you in the face. But I'm just saying, when do you just keep trying to come back and do this over and over again and it not work out, and you just keep trying to do the same thing over and over and over again? Do you ever make a change? I think Sean McDermott's a hell of a coach, but I'm just throwing it out there. Would they ever consider it? You don't want to make a change, but it also might be for the best, and you might have to. I also feel bad for Josh Allen. Josh Allen's one of the best players in the NFL. He's one of the most talented quarterbacks we've ever seen, and he just can't get to a Super Bowl. Not even win a Super Bowl. He just can't get to one. And that's got to be frustrating for a guy of that caliber to not be able to get over the hump. My 5th and final thought here for my 5 NFL thoughts from the conference championships. Here it is, thought number 5. Enjoy the Chiefs because you're watching something special. Look, I know they get flags that most teams I feel like don't get. Things go their way. We understand that. But you got to enjoy what's happening with this team. This is a dynasty. And I feel like a lot of people enjoy dynasties after they have already happened. Just now, people I feel like are starting to enjoy the Patriots dynasty. They didn't enjoy it when it was happening. Enjoy this. It's not going to happen forever. Mahomes isn't going to win 7 in a row. It's just not going to happen. But I think if they win 3 in a row, it might be pretty cool. It also, I think, would be good if the Eagles won. But just enjoy this Chiefs dynasty. It's something special. And it's something we've really never seen before. But that's my NFL thoughts. Again, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment, and have an awesome day.